Cal Swagular Nation. Poop Boss 8416 reporting for duty. Today I did not have work, so I spent the entire day printmaking. I finally did it. I finally caved and I bought the Speedball block printing kit. If you could tell with my hands, I was having a good time with paint and ink and other art materials. But yeah, I finally bought the Speedball printmaking kit that I've been looking at for probably months now, because I've been wanting to do block printing since I was in my printmaking class, because I knew we weren't going to cover specifically linocut. We did woodblock, white line woodcut, and that was really fun. Definitely one of my favorite projects. So I was like, let me do linoleum. And then this really nice artist lady at the gallery that I am showing art at right now, she let me play around with her linocut materials because she was doing a demo, and yeah, fun stuff. And when I got home that day, I was like, man, I need to do more of this. And I've been putting it off for a while. I was like, I could do without it. Until today, I go onto the Michaels app on my phone. I see that this kit is 25% off online. So place the order for pickup. I go over to my local Michaels and I pick it up. I do want to say that I was looking for it in their little self-service pickup area, could not find my name, so I was gonna click the button to help, and then the store employee was really like, she was not in a good mood, and she was like, is it not there? And I'm like, nope, I don't see it. And I was like, she asked for my last name. I give her my last name. She points out a last name that's similar to mine that often gets like confused for my last name. It's not the same last name. Sure, it's got the same first four letters, but it's not my name. And I was like, no. She's like, do you know this guy that's supposed to pick up this order for a different person? I'm like, no, that's not my name. And I spelled out my name for her, and she was like, oh, let me go check. And then she found it because, like, in the back, because it wasn't on the shelf. How does it feel to be wrong? No, I'm kidding. It's okay, but it did make me a little upset, because, like, why are you getting mad at me for, that's not my name. Why are you getting mad at me? Anyway, got home, immediately opened it. I have a video that I'm working on. I still need to edit it and all that, but hey, I did a bunch of prints. Let me show you. The Speedball kit comes with a brayer, ink, speedy carve block, and carving tools. And CSULB grandpa shirt, by the way. I did a bunch of prints. These are just like the ones that I did on like the printmaking paper from my printmaking class. Let me okay, better. This was like, I don't remember how many I was in at this point, but this was the best one that I made. I really like it. I really like the saturation of the ink, and yeah. And this is just like paper that came with like the paper kit for my printmaking class from Art Supply Warehouse in Westminster, California. How I miss you. Here's another one. This one was like a little more experimental because there was still like ink, like the black ink on here obviously, but I wanted to use like my stamp pad. And so I did that, and then the pink is very subtle. I think it's kind of cute. Here's another one. Boring. This one came out too light. This one's a little uneven, but like, I think the texture's fun. Even, but not good enough saturation. And then this one, I accidentally moved my block. But yeah, these are my prints, and I'm really happy. Don't look at my uniform. And I did a bunch of other prints, but they're on the ground right now, and I'm too lazy to pick them up. But I've had this like eraser in my purse for like several months at this point, since January probably. And so I was like, let me carve that. I don't know how the texture's gonna be, but let's try it out. And it was so smooth, and I was like, this is fire. And I also decorated my apron a little more. I think I've shown the prints before, but it was like my old blocks, but I put those designs on the pockets, and I think it turned out really cute, but it's put away and I'm too lazy to grab it. But yeah, I do love me some printmaking. Yeah, I want to do more. I probably need to get more blocks eventually so I can do more designs, or maybe I can buy like some cheap erasers and do some mini stamps. That would also be really fun. So stay tuned, maybe. But yeah, this is really fun. And I printed this on a shirt. I don't know if I said that, but I did. Probably will need to get like fabric ink, because I don't know how this is gonna stay. I'm gonna try like heat setting it and then washing it, but worst comes to worst, I'll just have to buy some fabric ink, and that's okay. I have no problem with that because I will use that, because I really like making clothes, or customizing clothes. But like, yeah, that's how that's going. What else is happening? I've been making some songs. I wrote a new song fairly recently. It's called I Never Know What Day It Is. I'm really happy with it. I like came up with it just randomly a week ago, I don't know, probably like a week ago. And then I recorded it and I was like, wow, I really like this. And so I put it up on Bandcamp. But it's like I'm still waiting for my EP to get approved so it can be released hopefully in September. And the single that I have for that I don't think has come out yet. So I have to be patient, because I Never Know What Day It Is isn't on this project. So hopefully I'll release it later on. But yeah, I'm really proud of that song. I think I kind of experimented a little more with like vocal harmonies and things like that, because I think I was just like inspired by that little exploration that I did of that Bad Habit cover by Steve Lacy. Steve Lacy, big fan of his music. But anyway, like working on that cover and trying to recreate what he had going on in his song, I was like, man, I really want to do that with my own stuff. And my music is different from Steve Lacy's. I think that's fairly obvious, but I don't know, there's a lot you can learn from like copying or covering other songs. I think Tim Henson from Polyphia said something about that like way back when. I used to be a really big Polyphia fan during COVID and like kind of in elementary school and middle school. Yeah. And I think he said something about like the value in copying beats just so you can understand like how to produce stuff, and that's kind of stuck with me ever since, and it's been quite the number of years, but he was right. Yeah. What else do I have? Oh, one of my friends, she stopped by earlier not that long ago and gave me Eero hair dye, like blue hair dye, and my hair is starting to fade just a little bit, but I'm thinking of just like waiting until it fades out a little more, at least when my bangs get lighter. But I really want to try it out because I've never tried Eero. I've only done Arctic Fox, which was my go-to for ever since like my freshman year of high school. Tried out Strawberry Leopard because it was cheap and I was like, what the hell, sure. Good Die Young, because I had a gift card for Ulta and I was like, let me try it, because my friend Tuna said that it was really good. And then now I have Eero, which I've yet to try. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I think that's all I have. My room is disgusting and I've been meaning to clean it for a while, but I keep doing more stuff. So I'm like, what's the point if I'm just gonna make a mess again? But like, it's actually like getting to be a little much. So I might deal with that. But other than that, that's all I have. Goodbye.